2024 was the year of the bad guy in WWE, and you just cannot be denied. Well, there were some baby faces that did have some great moments, and there were some stories that were wholesome. We lived for the pettiness this year. And it was very hard to compile a list down to 5. I might have to do a part 2 to this video, but I really wanted to talk about the bad guys, the heels whose work I truly enjoy and salute in 2024. Hi there, my little demons and divas and demonites, bienvenidos, welcome back to my channel. Que es la que hay, mente? Estamos activados, estamos encendidos. It is I, Isa, aka the Demon Diva, and the big dog taking a nap. And like I said, today we are here to give you the top 5 favorite heels of 2024. This was very hard to compile because I have a lot of names. I'm working on putting together the end of year awards for this channel, and it inspired me for a couple of videos that you're gonna be seeing in the channel this week as we close the year. I want to remember this. Maybe we can revisit them, you know, in years to come. But I think it's fun to have like a little bit of a recap of, oh my god, this person really shined. So that's what we're gonna do today. 5 heels that I enjoyed, which is crazy because it was very hard to narrow it down. This isn't the best heel turns. This is just the best 5 bad guys whose work I truly enjoyed this year. But before I start with the list, please make sure to give this video a like and leave a comment. Let me know who was your favorite heel in the year of 2024. Please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell because I've been uploading a lot more content. I go live with live streams for Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, PLEs, pay-per-views. As long as I'm available, I am here to watch it with you, and we have a super fun community in the chat. In addition to that, please consider becoming a member. You get access to exclusive emotes, exclusive features, exclusive videos, and streams. Yesterday, I went live for my channel members only, and we watched Saturday night's main event together. So, anyways, now that I got that out of the way, let's get started. Now, not only was it hard to narrow it down to 5, it was hard to like put it in a particular order, but I'm gonna try my best. At number 5, I have Big Bronson Reed. Now, I know it's gonna sound hypocritical when I get later on in the list higher up because that person also wasn't really a heel for that long, but I wish they would have started with Bronson Reed earlier in the year, but as soon as he took out Seth Rollins and the way that he took out Seth Rollins, I was interested. And every week, I look forward to what Bronson Reed was going to do. I look forward to a crazy spot from him. I look forward to see who he was going to take out. I thought he did an incredible job. I wasn't paying attention to Bronson Reed before this, and I know a lot of you guys, you know, have been telling me about Bronson Reed. Bronson, I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. We saw him unite with Solo and his crew for War Games, which unfortunately he suffered an injury there. We don't know when he'll be back, but I'm hoping that he comes back bigger than ever and that we continue the push because I thought he was doing a hell of a job as a bad guy. And you know what? He was barely talking. Now that I think about it, he really was just fucking shit up. And I appreciated that from a physical standpoint. But that might be what puts him at the bottom of the list. Not that this is a bad thing. Everybody in this list was absolutely fabulous this year. It's just a matter of I'm trying to see whose work I enjoy the most. And I feel like because we didn't see him cut that many promos, maybe that's what puts him a little bit below because the people that I have above him were just killing it on the mic week after week. At number 4, I have the Ring General, Gunther. So pissed off when they started building him all kinds of pussy for this last feud with Damian Priest because that's not the Gunther that I know. Since winning the World Championship at SummerSlam, he's been doing burn after burn after burn. A lot of them live rent-free in my head. And the way that Gunther would humiliate you and then laugh about it, like, you know, make you feel less than and then still be like that bad blood spot with freaking Goldberg. Bret Hart, the promo with Bret Hart when he just told Bret Hart that Goldberg was his favorite wrestler. Like, oh my god. Like, Gunther really killed it at the pettiness this year on the mic. And then in the ring, he's intimidating as well, so he can back up the shit that he's talking. Like, Gunther just comes off so snobby, so I'm better than you. But then he gets in the ring and he shows that he is, so he can back it up. And that is the one thing that I love. I love when a wrestler acts a certain way or promises something and they deliver on that because they stay credible and you believe what they gotta say. So when something goes down with them, you find it like mind-blowing. That's why I have such a hard time believing that he was like losing his confidence because he's Gunther, right? But Yeah, I thought Gunther did a fabulous job. I'm trying to think what my favorite singer from Gunther was, but it has to be You're My Second Favorite Wrestler after Goldberg to Bret Hart. I mean, Gunther had a lot of fantastic moments. He told Randy Orton some crazy shit. He told Damian Priest like that he was from the streets. Like, it was just amazing the way that Gunther acted so entitled, even though he technically speaking lost at WrestleMania, right? And as Intercontinental Champion, it was even worse how much cockier he was because he knew he was like the longest reigning and probably the best Intercontinental Champion ever. So again, he had that cockiness, and that is a whole different style of heel, and I appreciated it. So shout out to Gunther and his pettiness on the mic and backing it up with incredible in-ring stuff. I'm glad that he found his confidence back at Saturday night's main event. Let's not do that pussy shit with Gunther no more. Great. At number 3, can't believe I'm doing this, but I absolutely have to. I have Solo Sikoa and his crew. Oh my god. And this is like a whole different... I love that everybody in this list feels like a whole different vibe kind of heel. But Solo Sikoa grew so much, especially since SummerSlam, right? From WrestleMania to SummerSlam, because remember, he was with Roman. He was still a heel, but he was with Roman. He was just Roman's enforcer. He was just on the back page. And then when Roman disappeared after WrestleMania, it was his turn. And he started saying, I'm the tribal chief now, kicks out Jimmy, and you're like, yeah, I don't believe you. But then he starts growing and growing. He grows his crew. They're all amazing, by the way. Like, they all just were so entertaining this year in their own way. And SummerSlam, Roman returns. And I don't know what kind of fire that lit under Solo's ass, because he has taken off from there and he has just been a chef kiss to watch with. That moment when he came into fucking Raw with the I got tickets, bro, it was gonna stay in my head rent free forever. Jacob Fatu and the I love you Solo, the yeah, and Toa Longa just watching at this point, I feel like on purpose, because he knows that's what the gimmick is. You rooted for them to get their asses kicked, and that is technically speaking what a heel is supposed to do. It's like the basics of being a heel. This faction got it down to a T, and you love to see them get their asses kicked, but you still laugh with them. You still yell, "I love you, Solo!" Like they just have been great, and I have to give them their flowers. Number 2, I never thought. If you would have told me last year, The Rock's gonna come back, The Rock's gonna turn heel, The Rock's gonna work with Roman, and The Rock's gonna give you your most favorite segment of the year with the bloody freaking Cody Rhodes on the ring, like, oh my god, that was literally cinema.
Look at you now, boy. Ah! Look at you now. Look at you.
The promos on his social media.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Rock being so amazing at his job that he read the room, they all understood, we want Cody. Look how well that worked out for you. And turning him heel.
We have a problem.
Now, while I am still salty because my dream match for Roman Reigns is The Rock, I never in a million years had given it the possibility of them working together, of seeing Rock acknowledge him, and they were having fun. And it's just something that maybe if we didn't have the We Want Cody movement, we would have not gotten. So that's the one positive that I can like get out of that, because I am one of the people that wanted The Rock and Roman. I still want it. So, but The Rock gave us one of the best builds to WrestleMania that we have gotten in a while. To the point that it main evented both nights. It's crazy. It's crazy the work that this man put in a couple of months that he was around, that outshines people that were there all 52 weeks out of the year. But it's The Rock. He's one of the GOATs. Get the opportunity to see him work. And then to see him work with my favorite. When in my mentality, all I have built is like, oh, they're going to work against each other. Oh, I know I said it, but I never gave it a thought. And I didn't realize how amazing they would be together. Seeing him with Roman was so much fun. Remember when he first started to say Roman at the 2015 Royal Rumble, and it was terrible? Night and day. Shout out to The Rock for doing what he did. And I hope you come back this year. And please do it for Roman, not for Cody. All right, great. Are we really surprised? You know who I'm going to say. I know who I'm going to say. The number 1 favorite heel of the year. The guy that just outperformed everybody else. The one that I look forward to seeing every week. I still do. Drew McIntyre.
I prayed for this, and the big man made it happen.
Drew McIntyre and CM Punk is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna tell. Well, I don't want kids. I'm not gonna have kids, so I'm gonna tell your kids about. I'm gonna be the weird lady talking to stranger kids and being like, you gotta check out these feuds from back in my day. Man, and it's just not a feud that was on anybody's radar, right? And Drew killed it. And the way that they built that off of the Rumble, like, this is really, everybody else here and there was like, oh, well, they were only here for 2 months. Oh, they were only here for this long. Oh, they really took off after this. No, this started with Drew at the Rumble. It's December and we're still talking about him. Drew put his foot on the gas and he didn't let out all of 2024, right? Because he eliminates CM Punk at the Rumble. CM Punk gets injured and these two motherfuckers built one of the greatest feuds of all time while CM Punk couldn't even work. My God. And we see so many great moments. The door lifting moment that lives in my head rent free because it was such a beautiful visual when he just bloodied up CM Punk. The social media aspect of things like really elevated Drew to a new level. They go out there keeping up with the mic, not just keeping up, but outperforming CM Punk. Finally winning the World Championship at WrestleMania, even if it was for 5 minutes. Tweeting in the middle of the match, bored at work, LOL. The stuff that Drew McIntyre is doing now is legendary. Hanging out with me like we're good old buddies. You love a king that gives back to the community before he murders CM Punk tonight?
Doing a good thing before I do a great thing and take out CM Punk.
That was before SummerSlam, before his actual... SummerSlam is when they actually faced each other for the first time. They've been going back and forward since fucking January. They cost each other everything. Drew suffered a lot of incredible losses for the sake of this feud, which ended up paying off in one of the best Hell in a Cells I have seen at Bad Blood. Drew McIntyre deserves a round of applause, deserves a standing ovation, deserves all the awards. This is the year of the Drew. It's the year of the Drew. There was no other question. And this is not even favorite heels. Drew might be just my favorite overall performer in WWE. This doesn't even have anything to do with whether he was a good guy or a bad guy. Just incredible stuff from Drew McIntyre in 2024, and I just had to shout it out. Let me know in the comments down below who's your top 5 favorite heels of the year. Do you agree with my list? Did I forget anybody? Don't forget, I might make a part 2 because there's more people in this list. I'm just giving you the ones that I was just like, bro, they gave me life. As a streamer, as a wrestling person that reacts since like I think I started posting reactions to the internet in 2015. Like I've been doing, oh god, I'm getting old. I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for 10 years. So you get desensitized sometimes to react to certain things because like you've seen it all. And 2024 really just changed the game. Thank you, Triple H, because he changed the game to the point that you're like, oh my god, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this. And one of my biggest fears is like, what, am I gonna stop enjoying it because I've been doing this for so long? Can't say that for 2024, and I have a feeling that 2025 is gonna be even better. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite heels. And yeah, I'll see you tonight for Raw, alright? Until next time, adios. Mwah.